Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. Donnie B all day. So, the shredder recently put together a video of a Fatwood Friday video with some Fatwood that I sent them, but they were having trouble getting it lit. And I said, I never have a problem getting my Fatwood lit, so I'm going to take the same piece from the same bag. Well, obviously not the same piece. From the same bag, I'm going to take my very, very used ferro rod. I use it all the time. And my favorite striker, which happens to be my Baco pocket saw. Awesome. So I love using my pocket saw because it just strikes great. Now, Shredder used a Kershaw in his video to do his striking with. So I thought in respect to old Shredder, I'm going to use my Kershaw, one of them, to feather some of this wood here. And what I figured I would do is, rather than just do just like a Fatwood burning, just like a little tutorial for maybe some of those guys who want to know how to do like ferro rod striking and things like that, but just don't have it down. Just don't have it down. So we're gonna get it down. Hopefully we can give you a little bit of display here so you could actually see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my rod and whatnot, and now I'm gonna just take my piece of Fatwood. I think you guys are in there, and I am just going to go really, really slow. A lot of people, you'll see what they'll do is when they're doing it, they're just flicking it all over the place, and I'm burying my wood into my surface area, right? So what I want to do is get really thin, beautiful, tight little curls that are just going to have no problem igniting, right? And I want to try to keep it all into this nice tight little area right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of the piece of wood, right? So I'm going to just continue to go. The curls don't have to fall off. You can keep them on there until I get about half of this thing all feathered, right? And I'm just going to keep on going. I have enough pieces down that are flaked off already to where I don't have to worry about things, so I'm good there. You know, as long as you have some loose pieces you can gather, try and keep you guys into the shot. And the main thing is control. Just control, control, control. And that's what I'm working on here, is just controlling everything. So you can see I'm getting a really nice feather bushel here. I've got some nice little particles down there. And I'm just going to continue this motion right here to get myself some really nice pieces down there. And that's it. So I'm about halfway through this thing, and I'm going to leave this attached because this has got to burn. It's got to burn, baby, burn. All right, so I see a lot of Fatwood things, but not a lot of tutorials. So this is my tutorial, my how-to. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather all my little tiny pieces, and I'm going to put them with my little bush here, and just set that right there. Here's where the key component to this whole thing is. Control, control, control. So what I want to do is not just get a spark. You'll see a lot of people take their ferro rod and their striker, and they'll just start waving sparks and hope they're going to aim it at their spot. And then you see a lot of people put it down and then hit it, and then things go flying all over the place. For me, what I like to do is I like to almost go in slow motion. I want a hard, really steady push all the way through, pushing a bunch of spark at once into one solid place. What that's going to do, it's going to put all my spark in one area, and it's going to keep me from losing all my pieces. So I just want to push my spark into one little area and try to keep everything contained. And that's how I get, oh, look at that, just lit and then stopped litting. Stopped litting. And so that's what I do, is I just push my spark. You hear it popping? It's popping like crazy, all into one area. And you want to keep your bundle pretty close. So there we go. So I got that lit, and there goes the fire right there. And it's all just by holding it, pushing it, holding it, pushing it, holding it, pushing it. And the more you can keep all of your fire, now I'm just going to dump this right here. The more you can keep all your fire into one spot, the better it's going to be. And I like to keep everything really, really slow and really, really set on one spot, right? So you can see the smoke is coming out of there. And that's how it works for me. It's, you know, the whole slow and steady wins the race thing. Basically, when I'm doing it, I want to make sure that when my striker hits my ferro rod, whatever I'm trying to light isn't being chased away, so I don't have to go find it. And all that concentration of spark is going into the same place. And as you can see, well, that works just fine. So that's the same wood you guys used over there, Shredder. So so that was it. Just like that, I have a full fire. Now I just had some cardboard to burn, but instead of cardboard, obviously, what you do is you get yourself a bunch of these, a bunch of little sticks, and once you got your fire going, you'd already have a bunch of little tiny sticks broken up so you can start making your nest. And that's what you're gonna do. And that's it right there. Right there, that's what we call a rager. So so that was easy, man. Easy peasy. All you need is a way to feather some wood. That's hot. A way to feather some wood. You need something to strike your ferro rod with, and you need your ferro rod. Outside of that, man, if you don't have Fatwood, you just take the driest stuff you can shave real small, and you get a bunch of leaf pieces or whatever you can. You get some sappy wood, and you just make it fine. If you have a kindling box, that's even better. I did a video on one a long time ago. It's still up there. You guys can check it out if you really want. But that's fire made easy right there. Fire made easy. Easy peasy. A lemon squeezy. All right, so that's it for that one. That was a really quick video. Just kind of a how-to, or how do I do, when it comes to making fires using the Fatwood and using a ferro rod. All right, I'm gonna go enjoy my stick burning. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next video.